Welcome, true believers and other insane people like myself. This right here is a list of books I recovered. I shouldn't say recovered, I acquired in the past week or so. Wanted to do a mega haul, so to speak, of figures, with not figures, comics. I haven't done one of these in a while, and what happens when I got them, I ripped the addresses off, so I don't remember what I ordered or who I ordered it from. So what I'm going to, because I wanted to basically do this live-ish. So take one of these, rip it up. I should have filmed this earlier today before I took out my garbage. I can always take this out before I go to work tomorrow. So, while I'm doing all this, how you guys doing today? Did you have a great day? Having a great week so far? For me, it's been a very rough week. Very, very rough week. It's been a very rough week for me, but anyway. Ah. First comic is Captain America 285, signed by Mike Zeck. Mike Zeck was one of the very few people in the 80s who, this was from 1983, I believe. Let's see, what year? 1983. Think about it. 1983 comics was 60 cents. Signed by Michael Zeck and certificate of authenticity. Awesome. But anyway, as I was saying, I was having, I was having a very tough week at work. And the thing about it is that when you have a work, a job, or whatever, there's always, not every day is going to be a home run. Not every week is going to be a home run. Sometimes you're going to have some really bad problems. And, oh yes, I remember this. G.I. Joe number 9. Now this is from the 2000 something series. Now the thing is that the hilarious thing is that after Marvel, G.I. Joe was like going through all these different publishers, and it went to Image Comics, as you can see right here. Then it went to IEW. They went to Devil's Due. I think after Image, Devil's Due, or Devil's Due, then Image, and then all of a sudden IDW got the license. They had it for a long time, and now Image, since IDW went under, guess what? It's going right back to Image under Robert Kirkman. Now, who's Robert Kirkman, you say? Well, I heard of Robert Kirkman during his first creation, which is called Battle Pope, which is funny. Most of you might know him from The Walking Dead because he created it. Some of you might know him from Invincible because he created that as well. His company Skybound, which is an imprint of Image, has the license to produce Transformers and G.I. Joe, the comic book series. And official word is that it's going to start off with issue 301 in November. Speaking of G.I. Joe, G.I. Joe 43. This is one of my most favorite comics I had when I was a kid. And the reason why is the first appearance of Scrap Iron, one of my favorite Cobras. Well, another thing is that, as most people know, this is the month of June, and this is what they call Pride Month. And this is also the month for Asian American Pacific Islander something. So if you're going to any Pride events, good for you. If you're not going to any Pride events, good for you. Just treat everybody cool. This is Amazing Spider-Man 26, the spoiler variant. I don't know what it looks like, but I can tell you one thing. My store had 5 of these, and they sold out so fast. So I went back there, couldn't figure it out. So let's take a look at this. So let's see what it looks like. The Death of Miss Marvel. Kind of reminds me of what's that? Crisis on Infinite Earth, Superman holding the Supergirl. That was good. This is a thickie. But speaking of Pride, I think I want to hold this one. For later. The one thing about it is that I have no. Some people I know have problems with Pride. Some people I know do, and some people don't care. Like I do. I don't care. Now, a lot of people are coming to me, they going after kids, they're going after children. And I'm like, how's that? They're indoctrinating these children to, I'm like, oh my goodness, guy. Okay, let's put it this way. My guy, my girl. What happens is kids say the darnest things, and sometimes kids have no filter. For example, I remember one time my niece basically came to me and says, why do I have books of ladies? And I'm sitting right here like, what are you talking about? Books of ladies? What are you talking about? When she was younger. What she was talking about, she saw in my room, she saw my Maxim magazines. Back in the day, it was a magazine called Maxim. She saw it, and I'm thinking she saw some actual weirder stuff, which I did have some magazines that hidden, but you never know. So here we go. This is a bundle. There's Captain America 303. 304, I have this one somewhere. I think. 305. 306. Captain America Annual number 6. And number 1. Regardless of how you feel about things like that, the idea behind, when I did my research, and the reason why, because it's kind of close to me to a certain extent. The idea behind Pride was to help people normalize the alternative lifestyle. To help normalize it, because people say people's alternative lifestyles is kind of weird. That's what they say. But then again, your lifestyle could be weird. No one ever thinks about that. And the funny thing, and the reason why I'm saying that is because I know a couple that is part of the alternative lifestyle. And what happened is they have children. And the funny thing is that, and they take their kid to Pride. Now, some people might say, oh my God, that's so wrong. But then again, they wanted their kid is used to having seen this alternative lifestyle. Now, mind you, when people say indoctrination, it's a kind of a potentially false narrative. And the reason, and it all depends on case by case basis. Now, their child, I remember seeing their child when they were like 10 years old. Now their child is like 20 years old, and that child is married. That child is married. Well, it's getting married. And let's just say they're in a normal relationship. But of course, this doesn't happen with everyone. This doesn't happen with everyone. But I've seen that child grow up. Very normal, house of loving parents. I'm not going to tell you what kind of parents they are. Let's just put it, they're part of the alternative lifestyle. And that child is growing up to be a responsible adult. Very responsible adult. Going to school, working a job, doing the right things. Compared to a lot of people who sits around and complains about not, I don't want to work for this. I don't want to work. They feel entitled, but this one does it because their parents, they basically told their child, and I remember seeing around them telling their child, you got to work hard. You got to do this. You got to be productive. And it kind of tears me up when people talk about that. Man, Amazing Spider-Man 236. It kind of upsets me when I hear that kind of stuff. 239. Yeah, I know that glare. Yeah, maybe I should have did that before. Oh well. 240. 241. 243. 244. One of my favorite ones is 245 and 261. really nice bundle right there. And these next ones should be a mystery box, so to speak. Yes, I know. I got myself a mystery box. Well, off of eBay. And it's not really a mystery box per se, but it's more like a mystery bundle. And they gave me a free book, Super Patriot, from Image. I had that at one time. So, yeah, they gave me a free book. So what happened to it comes in something like this. So I don't know what it is. But, but then, and like in my toy groups and everything else, people complain about it. People complain. I was like, dude. And I tell them that story. And then what happened was, well, but still, I mean, it's like you basically didn't listen, which is kind of infuriating. It's kind of infuriating, but the thing is that, well, it doesn't, I was like, well, that's just an instant, no, because like I look up, the idea is to get people, so that way they won't freak out too much with that. But anyway, so here we go. We got Iron Man 168. Kind of neat. X4 or Spider-Man 16. I have this one. Let me turn it this way so you can see it a lot better. Fantastic Four 263. I think I do have that in my Fantastic Four box. And Excalibur number 5. Now, during the 90s, Excalibur was one of the most offbeat X-Men titles. And it was so funny and so good at the same time. Okay. But, I look up, and some people say, well, they got a month. Well, I mean, and the problem is, I try to explain to them. A lot of people how you train your children is one thing. But the idea behind it is this. How many times have you seen a kid say something totally off the wall, wacky, crazy, and it embarrassed people? Well, and the idea behind it is that if they knew about this, not necessarily all the gory details, just the fact that alternative lifestyle exists, it's good for them, but it maybe not good for you. That's all that matters. But as you know, people take it and run with it, so to speak. So we got Web of Spider-Man number 57. Avengers 212. Doctor Strange 43. And this is kind of, when I show you this last book, it's going to be kind of strange to some of you, but I had this book when I was younger. But you got to look at the cover. New Mutants 63. That is a really nice cover. Very nice cover. But that's not all. One other thing I picked up. Secret Wars number 1 slab at a 9.0. that right there, my friends, when I saw that, I knew I had to get it. And I got lucky and won the auction, and I got it. This, technically, what happened is that this was technically the first Marvel big crossover, so that, as they say. But I thought Contest of Champions came out before this. But but this was like a company-wide event, supposedly. Instead of like a one-shot, this is a company-wide event where every book gets, after this event, every book was changed. But other than that, that's it for today. I hope you liked that. But anyway, that's all the books I have. But basically what I'm trying to say is, people are different. Try to treat people as you want to be treated yourself. And if you don't like something, you don't have to be a jackass about it. You don't have to be a crazy lunatic about it. Just accept that not everybody's the same as you, and move on. But, with that being said, thanks very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. And I should have something up this weekend. I should have a video up or two by the weekend. I should. But, hey. This is Art from the Warren Show, and I will see you sometime in the near future. Bye.